Hey guys, it's Tuesday, so it means today we're going to look at a new kit unboxing, and we actually got a new setup today. I'm very excited. I got a new overhead camera mount, so I think it's going to be a little bit better quality, so fingers crossed it's going to be a little better than some of the recent ones. So today we're going to look at the Monkey 125. It's a little Tamiya bike, and it is in 1 to 12 scale. Guys, welcome back to a new review. This time it's the Monkey 125 bike. Well, you know I actually clicked on the link, but here we go. So before we start this, brand new setup. I got an overhead camera finally, got rid of the tripod, so hopefully moving forward from these reviews it'll be a little bit better quality, as I always continue to strive to kind of get more stuff and get better and better with every kind of video and build I do. So, monkey bikes. So these pretty much Hasegawa and Tamiya do tons of different ones. This is 1/12 scale, I believe. Yep. They also do a 1/6 scale too, if you want something a little bit bigger. But if you're like me, I build aircraft all the time, or you might be an armor builder, it's nice to just kind of switch it up a little bit, because sometimes you get a little bit bored and the monotony of doing the same thing over and over again, like detailing cockpits or doing fuel tanks or whatever it may be. So just switch it up with a little project, which can be fun. So these bikes are certainly fun. Enjoyable to build, not too many parts either. This is kit number 134. This came out in 2019, but like I mentioned before, there's tons of these guys out there, different versions and stuff. See, you got like camel yellow, or we call it banana yellow, which is actually the camel color they use. Tamiya Gravel campaign. You got the red, although I mean you can paint these any color you want, right? Whatever your mind wants to do. So inside the box, we've got the instructions. Not too many bits of plastic. We've got some rubber parts, some hoses, the obligatory screwdriver, some springs. Yeah, some nice little cool parts, so we'll look at those in a minute. Let me kind of put them to the side. And first of all, we got some background information in Japanese, and on the back here, it looks like it's in different various other languages, such as English. Let me change color a little bit there. Okay. Sorry, I'm just fooling around my lighting here, just kind of get good light. Okay. Instructions, let me zoom in for the colors. Zoom back out again. And we go through this. It's the usual like found fold out map kind of deal. Let's start with obviously with number 1. So it gives you two, you got the nebula red or banana yellow. And going down here, it looks like we have the frame go together first, then you have the engine. If you've not built a Tamiya motorcycle kit before, they're fantastic, amazing kind of feats of engineering. I highly recommend them. I built one. They're not really kind of my kind of thing. There's a lot of detailed painting involved, and paint lots of parts and bring it all together at the end. But the engineering is quite special in these kits. So you attach the engines to the frame. Now you might not want to do this in quite the sequence. You might want to paint stuff in sub-assemblies and bring it all together at the end. Then you're attaching the rear fender. Tip I use from when I do bikes is anything with like the black kind of plasticky kind of like X18, which is semi-gloss black. But if you're painting anything like a black plastic, like a mud guard or anything like that, Mr. Surface of 1500 black is always a really nice color. It just comes in a really nice kind of like finish, like that gives that kind of plasticky kind of trim kind of look. But anyway, come back to this. Doing swing arm, then we're doing the attaching the rear wheel, attaching the swing arm, rear dampers, then the forks, front wheel. I'm going through this real quick, so you can pause it off in your own time and look at it if you wish more detail. Attaching the front forks using some screws. And the handlebars, looks like we get some nice kind of rubber tubing. Here it tells you how to cut to length, 67 millimeters, which just should be 67, I guess. You can just lay it across here and cut to the same length. Flip this big piece of paper over. More hoses, so quite a lot of hoses. There's what? J. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't know my alphabet, so obviously J's a ninth letter in the alphabet. Again, hoses cutting to these lengths. So quite a lot of detail. Snap. Headlight goes on, exhaust, and a fuel tank, painting it, just like masking tape, sold separately. Okay, so you don't get a masking set. Or maybe you do. We'll see that. I guess we'll look in a minute when we go through the stuff. Attaching the fuel tank, and then we've got some bright work chrome. We've got the side mirrors and a seat, which is kind of nice, kind of rubber kind of look. We'll see in a minute. And then that's pretty much it. And there's a few decals goes on there, but these, yeah, build up to a nice little kit. It's very different to usual, like I said. These enjoyable little builds. So, this fell right out, so let's look at this first. So we've got clear parts. I don't think I really need to get these out. It's just the light, the headlight at the front, lens, and a couple of little like side lights maybe. And chrome. Again, nicely detailed. Chrome doesn't look too bad. I mean, but the thing is always when you cut these off, you always get little bits of old plastic underneath to clean up when you sand it and stuff. So most of the time you do have to kind of strip these and re-chrome them, or just prime it and re-chrome it anyway, with your favorite type of chrome, I guess. But yep, there's a headlight. Good. The only screw down white plastic is this little guy right here. But no problem at all. It's just basically the front forks, I think, and the fuel tank. Front forks. This is the frame. Not really much to see there. Just cool. And the one big screw we have, which is in this kind of like grey, silvery kind of color. Yeah, nice. So the wheels looking good. The engine. Bring close up. Bring close a little bit more detail for you. The actual rotors right there. I guess you can drill them out if you want to. Should be pretty straightforward. Nice. The wheels have the valve too. Air valve. Yeah, and this is Tamiya. So I mean, what do I say? This is obviously fantastically molded. No flash. Ejection pins, some on the rear side. I don't see any, going back to this, I don't see any in problematic areas. No, looking good. So that's all the plastic. Now you get this, which is kind of cool. This is kind of like a little seat cushion. It's actually molded in rubber, so it's not plastic. See, it's squidgy. It's very realistic too, so this is a really cool touch. There's your seat cushion. Again, it's all rubber. Let's go with this guy next, which is the... No, you do get a mask set. Mask set. Then you get the decals. No problem at all, looking good. Not many, obviously, just a few little like markings, the monkey markings and the Honda logo. Let's put that to the side. And finally, a bag of sorted parts. So let's start with the wheels. Sorry, the tires. Looking good. Don't really see a center seam either, which is nice. That's a very faint one, but not as bad as some of them are. The tires look really good. You could really go to town with this too, weather it up, I guess, with a lot of dirt and stuff if you wanted to. Here's the hose. Looks like you get like a big roll of it and you can cut it down to what you need. 2 springs for the suspension, I guess. The obligatory Tamiya screwdriver, although I highly recommend, what I bought this set right here, which is actually a hand. This is 74085. It's for remote control cars, but it has all like the main kind of screws and stuff, and actually those is a little bigger, actually does fit in the screws, I believe, and so you can buy the bigger Tamiya screwdrivers as well, but I prefer using the bigger ones than these tiny little guys, although I probably have like 50 of these from various projects. Then I'm not going to open these, I'll lose them, but there's various screws. You see the different sizes and stuff. The only thing I don't like about Tamiya is they always throw them in a bag, like mixed up. these aren't so bad, but I know when I built the F16 in 32nd scale, a lot of these screws are very similar, within half a mil of each other, and they're all thrown in the same bag, and it was kind of hard to distinguish which is which, but this case actually looked pretty good sized, easy to distinguish and stuff. And that is it. There's not a lot in the box, but it's a fun little project, so yeah, looks really cool. So I'm not sure if I'll build this anytime soon, but just kind of something I want to share with you guys, a little bit different. So again, this is the Tamiya 112 scale Monkey 125 bike.